Picture a city at dusk, where the streets pulse with life, but not the kind that brings warmth to your heart. This is Sodom, a place where shadows grow longer with each passing day, and where our story begins. I want to take you back to a moment that would change everything. Lot, Abraham's nephew, sat at the city gates that evening, probably lost in thought about the life he'd built here. When two strangers appeared, there was something different about them. A presence that made the air itself feel charged with purpose. Lot knew, somehow he just knew, these weren't ordinary travelers. You see, Lot had chosen Sodom years ago for its prosperity, its opportunities. But living there had become like holding your breath underwater. Every day, a little more uncomfortable, a little more suffocating. The city's wickedness had grown like a thorny vine, choking out anything good that tried to grow. These visitors, these angels in disguise, carried a message that would shake Lot to his core. This city's time has come. Its cries of injustice have reached heaven itself. You must leave, now. Imagine hearing those words, feeling their weight settle on your shoulders like a heavy cloak. But here's where the story takes a heartbreaking turn. Lot rushed to his family, to his sons-in-law, to anyone who would listen. "Please," he begged, "we have to go. God is about to destroy this place." But you know what happened? They laughed. They actually laughed. Picture that moment. A man desperate to save those he loves, met with mockery and dismissal. It's strange, isn't it? How we humans can become so comfortable in our darkness that we mock the very light trying to save us. The people of Sodom had grown so accustomed to their ways that even a divine warning couldn't pierce their hardened hearts. And there's something profoundly moving about this. God's mercy, reaching out one final time. Even as judgment loomed, there was still a chance, still a door left open. The angels weren't just harbingers of destruction. They were evidence of divine compassion, making one last attempt to save whoever would listen. This story echoes through time, asking us questions that still matter today. How often do we ignore the warnings in our own lives? How many times do we dismiss the messengers trying to guide us to safer ground? Sometimes the hardest thing isn't receiving the warning, it's accepting that we need to change. In the end, Lot's story reminds us that warnings often come wrapped in mercy, that even in the darkest places, light tries to break through. And perhaps most importantly, it shows us that sometimes salvation requires us to leave behind what we've grown comfortable with, to step out in faith towards something better, even when those around us can't see the wisdom in it. The angels came to Sodom as a final act of divine mercy, but their presence also stands as a testament to a truth we all need to remember. Sometimes the warnings we're most tempted to ignore are the ones we most need to hear.